Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to Films from Mars, the channel where we explore Blu-rays, 4Ks, physical media, and forgotten corners of the movie history. Today we're talking about a film that features two of the greatest actors who ever lived, earning multiple Academy Award nominations, and yet somehow isn't really discussed enough today. What we're talking about Ironweed. Released in 1987, Ironweed stars Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep. It's a drama based on a Pulitzer-winning novel by William Kennedy. Don't know anything about him. And, some people think this is not an easy movie. Okay, it's not really the most uplifting thing. I had recently just watched Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep in a comedy, Heartburn, which was filmed a year earlier. And, this is quite the change in movie. So the story follows Francis, played by Jack Nicholson. He's a former baseball player. He's kind of a drifter who drifts back to his hometown in Albany, New York in 1930s. He's been carrying kind of this burden. And as the movie unfolds, you find out that he had a tragic accident with one of his sons. He dropped them, okay? And he just abandoned his family and has been going on this decade-long, I guess, bender, wandering, being a hobo, being a bum, So he decides to return home. He's forced to, face kind of the ghost of his past. He visited his son's grave. And alongside him, his kind of cohort in this is Helen, played by Meryl Streep. She's another homeless alcoholic, just trying to survive each day, just trying to scrape any sort of dollars just to drink more. And she's a former singer that just, I don't know if they dive fully into what happens with her, but she's kind of in the downfall of her life. They're wandering through this former hometown. They have all this, hardship and loneliness and, regret on their faces. Another great, co-star in this is Tom Waits. Tom Waits sharing scenes with Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson was a treat. I had no idea he was in this. And, looking back, Tom Waits, he has maybe a dozen great films. He always plays a great character. I'm always appreciative, him showing up. A lot of people talk about Jack Nicholson and his work in the 70s, into the 80s, Shining, Chinatown, One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest, Easy Rider, and Five Easy Pieces, or Batman. I don't think they really talk about him in Ironweed. I think my thought of this movie over the years was it was a big Meryl Streep movie, and Jack Nicholson was just in it, where it's really Jack's movie and Meryl's in it, which I didn't know that. I've been going down quite the Meryl Streep rabbit hole. I said to myself a year or two ago that I want to watch every one of her movies that she was nominated for an Academy Award, because a lot of them I never saw, and I only have a few left, and this was just another one off my belt. I don't know if this is the best movie. I think it's definitely a kind of a, I want to say hard watch, but it's not the most entertaining thing. But I think what is entertaining is their two performances. Meryl Streep has like a song at a bar that's like a showstopper. Jack is kind of not his normal, here's Johnny. He's kind of subdued in this, and I think that's what's great. He's broken, he's haunted about these those and literally in the movie people in his past that have died. He just looks exhausted. I think he's over beating himself up for this, and he doesn't know how to make amends. He tries, and I think at times he succeeds. What more is to say about Jack Nicholson? I mean, he's one of the greatest actors, and again, known for a lot of the more boisterous stuff. So it's really nice to see him being very vulnerable. Meryl Streep's incredible. you know, they have some great moments together, and you know, the shared sort of tragedy that they both have, along with Tom Waits. You know, 1930s, you know, the Great Depression, that sort of thing, all surrounding this. I think the production design of the movie is quite good. I don't know the budget of it, but you know, it doesn't have this super grandiose vision of the 1930s. It's just enough to make you believe what's going on. You know, I like Jack, the ex-baseball player. You know, there's scenes in this movie where like he has this like glimmer of this past that he had, in that, and I you know, that I really liked as well. You know, Olive Films, talked about a few of these on the channel already. A debunked film company, just another great one that they put out. Really glad, you know, I was able to pick this up on Blu-ray and watch it and have a great time with it. Should you rush out and see it? I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're a Jack fan or a Meryl Streep fan, I think it's a must. I think they've been in worse off movies. I actually was thinking the movie Heartburn was going to be the one I'd like more, but I actually like this definitely more. You know, so if you're into character studies, you know, depression kind of downer films, with great acting, I mean, you can't go wrong. So that's it for, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen Ironweed. Do you think this is one of Jack's underrated films? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed discussions about Blu-rays and physical media, and 4Ks and forgotten cinema movies, like and subscribe. Until next time, keep spinning those discs, and we'll enjoy the outer reaches of cinema. Thanks now.